today we're going to be talking about the Salem witch trials, and everyone's excited for Halloween to go out, dress up, eat candy, whatever you guys are going to do, don't apples. But there is some history that's interesting behind some of the monsters that are still popular today that people dress up as or watch movies that involve. And one of the ones we're going to be talking about today is the Salem witch trials. Salem witch trials occurred from February 1692 to May 1693. The Salem witch trials occurred from that time period. There were witch trials in Europe. There were also, unbeknownst to a lot of people, there were witch trials afterwards that went up all the way until the early 1900s. That was the last known case, was still actually in Salem in 1893. So where someone accused someone of using psychic abilities to cause them detriment. So Salem Village, which is now Danvers, Ipswich, Andover, and Salem Town, this is where the witch trials occurred from that time period I just mentioned. This area was settled by Puritans that left England to come to a more, they thought, religiously tolerant area in the colonies of America. The trials resulted in the executions of 20 people. At the beginning of the witch trials, it was mainly all people that were considered outcasts or were unwanted by the society they were in, but as time went on with the trials and the executions, more and more people started to get involved that were critical of the witch trials, including Giles Corey, who was the only one that was pressed to death. And pressed to death, that means that you're basically, he would not testify, he wouldn't say a word, and rocks were progressively placed on him until they tried to get him to usher in a confession. But the only thing he said was more weight as they kept putting more weight on him. So he's an interesting guy if you would ever like to read a little bit more about him. The evidence used was spectral evidence. Spectral evidence is anything that's seen as supernatural that they would use in the courtroom. There wasn't any firm actual evidence that they used. It was all spectral evidence provided by the girls, by the town, against the persons that had the charges levied against them. Spectral evidence is also a form of evidence based on dreams and visions, like this said. And here's some of the theories. Theories are hallucinogens caused by eating rye bread made from grain infected with a fungus that is possibly the cause for LSD. Nightmares caused by condition of sleep paralysis, or the most likely when parents suppress their children to make claims of witchcraft to sell community squabbles and a need for attention. So you have an outline in front of you. This will be one group here, and you'll answer question 1. This will be a second group here, answer question 2, and you guys will answer question 3. So just take a moment and then go over it real quick. And I'm going to act like more time has crossed there since you guys already did it.
I would say bullet.
Alright, for the purpose of the lesson, more time has passed. So, 2 minutes? Okay. So, you guys answered question 3, which is, what other time periods in books, films, music, or flight will happen in the Salem witch trials? So, what are you guys' thoughts?
We had the Crucible, and then would Hocus Pocus be one?
Possibly. It's an influence based off that, witches. So, it's the same type of vein, similar. It's a little more uplifting than the actual Salem witch trials. Harry Potter would probably also have been murdered at that point in time. So what do you guys think of the Crucible? How does that reflect that?
Well, it's a story about it's set in that time period.
Well, when was it written? The book was written
Later, after.
by Arthur Miller in 1950s. What was going on in the 1950s? What kind of paranoia?
Of communism.
Exactly. So, and Arthur Miller was one of the people that was put on a blacklist and tried to be compelled to testify before Congress on communist activities. So that influenced a great deal his writing in the book. And it's almost a reflection of that. You can see that a lot of times in taking someone from contemporary society, placing it back then. Apocalypse Now, the movie, kind of did the same thing with taking Joseph Conrad's books, Heart of Darkness, and putting that in the Vietnam War, just to show a reflection of the time period by going to the past. What you guys have for number 2? Why do you think so many people believe the girls claims of witchcraft?
Because people generally like drama, and this kind of created a natural drama in the community, so people would go with it.
There wasn't Xbox or anything, people or Netflix at the time, so.
Also, I feel they believe that the children were pure of intentions, and they would have a devious motives behind it. The children wasn't one plan.
Exactly, and children had playing for toys or dolls were frowned upon at the time because they deemed play to be frivolous. So that was kind of went against what they thought. So the kids could have, when you're bored, what else are you going to be doing? And you're more easily compelled to that. So, and you guys have anything for number 1?
We thought it probably wasn't biology
Good ideas, or what